Hi girls, Mr. Gilmore here, and today we are going to be looking at stem and leaf plots or stem and leaf diagrams. So, what will I need to know before class? Well, actually very little for this one. Pretty much just able to look at a set of numerical data, and from there we'll be able to figure everything else out. Plots or diagrams, doesn't really matter what you refer to them as. Now, for today's class, we're going to just begin with, imagine I'm kind of standing outside, and I'm asking each person who passes me, what's your age? Right? And I start jotting down the answers of each person, and I end up getting something like this. So the first person is 24, second person is 56, the next person is 7, then 13, 22, 45, 36, 42, 51, and so on. Now, looking at that set of data, it's really hard to make any judgments on that, isn't it? Like, I couldn't just look at that and go, yeah, 30 is the most common. Like, I have no idea. It's kind of just a load of numbers one after another, isn't it? So what we've done is we've created a thing called a stem and leaf plot, a stem and leaf diagram, to simplify this kind of information. So what we do is we create a stem first. So you can see here, oh, I've accidentally zoomed where I wanted to just adjust this here. So it's 90 degrees. And what you do, at least initially, is you take each value along here and you just start adding them to this stem. So you take away the leaves. So you kind of just add the leaves to the stem. So we have 24 here. So what you do is you go to the 2 on the stem, because the second value is 2. You just pop a 4 here, okay? Then 56, so you go here, pop a 6 here. 07, so you put a 7 here. 13, you put a 3 here. 22, okay, a 2 here. 45, a 5 here. 36, a 6 here. 42, a 2 here. 51, a 1 here. 26, a 6 here. 27, a 7 here. I'll just adjust that a little bit. You can kind of start to see that I'm going to have an idea of how common things are. So when we were first looking at that set of data, I doubt any of you were going, wow, there's a lot of people in their 20s in this list. But now that you can see it here, you can go, wow, yeah, no, there are definitely a lot of people in their 20s. Now, this is still a little bit jumbled for me. So what we do after we've begun our stem and leaf diagram is we kind of do it again. But this time, we kind of put all the numbers in order, okay? So it's going to be almost identical. And when I say almost, I mean almost. But now we're going to go, okay, 1, 2. So all we're doing is we're just reorganizing these numbers so they're in order. And that'll be very helpful when we're trying to figure out anything about these values. So just to make sure that we've all kind of got an understanding of what I'm representing here, if I asked you, what does this number represent? Well, yeah, 24. What does this number represent? 56. 56. Okay. So let's look at some examples of questions using these, and then I'll assign you girls some work. So the stem and leaf plot shows the ages of the first 25 customers to enter a shop one morning. First question, what was the age of the youngest customer? Okay, so the youngest customer is going to be the first in the 0 section. So we're just going to go, okay, 0, 7. So the youngest customer was 7. Okay. 7 years old. How many customers were aged between 20 and 30 years inclusive? So for that, we can go, okay, how many between 20 and 30? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we can say, okay, 7 people were between 20 and 30. And you can see how that was just much faster than if it had all been a jumble of numbers. It would have taken me much, much longer. What fraction of the customers were aged between 30 and 40 years? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people between 30 and 40. We've got 25 customers. So doing that out, we're going to go, okay, 5 over 25, 1/5. Great. How many customers were in their teens? So now we can go, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them were in their teens. And you can see, again, just if we try to do this without the salmon leaf diagram, it just takes so much longer. How many were younger than the oldest customer? How many were younger than the oldest customer? So the oldest customer is the 55-year-old. There's 24 people before him, so 24 people. Okay. So let's look at another question, but this time it's going to ask us to do the diagram first. Now, the first thing I'm going to say here, girls, is I have seen a lot of work recently that doesn't have the diagram made, okay? That's just not good enough, to be honest with you, girls. You do need to do the diagram if it asks you to draw the diagram. If you don't draw the diagram, I'm treating it as unfinished homework, okay? And a few of you have been told in your feedback that your work is incomplete. That's me pretty much saying, yeah, I'm not counting that as finished homework, okay? You do need to show the diagram if it asks you to do the diagram, okay? Okay, so let's just go through this systematically. So 32, so that'll be a 2 here. 36, a 6 here. 41, a 1 here. 14, a 4 here. 23, a 3 here. 27, a 7 here. 34, a 4 here. 11, a 1 here. 21, a 1 here. 28, an 8 at the 2 place. 9, so a 9 at the 0 place. 32, so a 2 at the 3 place. 46, so a 6 at the 4 place. 24, a 4 at the 2 place. 31, a 1 at the 3 place. 43, a 3 at the 4 place. 36, a 6 at the 3 place. 27, a 7 at the 2 place. 34, a 4 at the 3 place. And 36, a 6 at the 3 place. Now what we're going to do, well, we're just going to organize this out again, just so that we've got it nice and tidy and we can quickly do any problems we need, okay? So there we go. So the 9 won't change. Now we've got 1 and 4 here. 1, then 3, then 4, then 2 7s, and an 8. 1, then a 2. Do we have any? Then we have a second 2 here. 2 4s here. No 3s. And 3 6s. And then 4 and a 1, 3 and a 6. Okay, so now I've got a nicely done out, finalized stem and leaf diagram. So I do need to see everyone doing all of their diagrams when asked, okay? So, how many people scored more than 30 marks? So, how many did? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Great. Then the next question, what was the difference between the highest and the lowest mark? Well, I don't know what happened there. What's the difference between the highest and the lowest mark? Well, the highest mark was 46. The lowest mark was 9, so the difference will be 26 minus 9, 37. Marks included, marks between 30 and 39 inclusive got grade B. How many pupils achieved grade B? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 students got grade B. And then what was the mark that was scored most frequently? What was the most frequently occurring one? Well, I think that was 36, wasn't it? Got 3 6s here, and nothing else repeated 3 times, so 36. Great. So, girls, for homework, what I'm going to ask you to do is, can you on pages 363 through 366 do questions 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12. And of course we are approaching the long weekend, so you girls will have quite some time to get that done. So there shouldn't be any problems with that. If you do have any problems though, please feel free to contact me. My email address is always open to you. Thank you very much, girls. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.